You got this thing.
How y'all doing?
All right.
I ain't never did this before. Being an OG, you know. Talking about the old folks, like you say. I was talking about these two old ladies. They was in a convalescent home one day. They didn't have nothing to do. So they decided they want to do something different than, you know, the regular. So they decided they want to do something. So Sarah was talking to me. She said, baby, let's do something different. She said, what you want to do? She said, baby, let's go street. Oh, yeah, them two old ladies just take clothes off and they run across the courtyard. Baby and Ted, they were standing there looking. Said, look at that, let's go marry him. He said, show it. He said, what they got on? He said, I don't know, but whatever it is, it need ironing. I don't want to be offensive, but you know, we ain't meal prep. I got a little nervous because I was over at the sporting goods store the other day, and a young lady went in there and said she had to buy her husband a jockey strap. When she walked up to the counter, the man had his back. He said, can you help me? He turned around and said, may I help you? She said, yes, I got to get my husband a jockey strap. He said, well, do you know what size he wears? She said, no, I don't really. She said, was he that big? She said, no, my husband, he bigger than that. She said, well, is he that big? She said, no, my husband, he bigger than that. He said, was he that size? She said, well, yeah, something like that. He said, medium. I got two gay guys that I know that come to my party. They, you know, New York was the first state to grant gay marriages, right?
Yeah.
So they rushed up to New York and got married. They was married about 6 months and they decided they wanted to have a baby. So they went on the internet. They looked up on how to have a baby. They seen if they get a surrogate mother, put their sperm up there, and give a little money they can have a baby. So they did. 9 months later, the hospital called them and told them that their baby was born. The two gay guys run up to the hospital. They go up on the 8th block. There are 30 babies out there hollering and hollering, except this one baby in the middle, just gurgling, rolling over, having fun. The gay guy asked me, which one of them babies is ours? She said, oh, that's your baby in the middle. She's the one having fun and playing. She's the gay guy looking at her and said, look at our baby. We got the best baby in here. He ain't raising all that hell, making all that noise. The nurse said, well, we try to take the pacifier his ass.
Now you can keep going, baby. Please.
I want to tell y'all about Amos and Raymond, two partners of mine. You know what? Yeah, these two partners. Amos was on the curb one day. He had alcohol in his rag in one hand and a rag in the other. Raymond was looking at Amos standing on the corner pouring the alcohol on the rag and he rubbed his face. It's choking dry. Raymond's looking at him saying, what is going on with Amos? He's over there pouring that alcohol on the rag. It's choking dry. Raymond went over there and said, man, what is you talking about, man, putting this alcohol on the rag and rubbing your face? He said, look here, man. You know that big old fat woman, Bertha? He said, yeah. She talked me into going downtown with her in that big old 57 Oldsmobile. Big old raggedy thing. And we looking for a parking space. We couldn't find one. We found one that was only big enough for a Volkswagen. She trying to stack that big car. She said, I'm going to get in. I said, you can't get in there. She said, yes, I can. I said, you can't get in there. I said, you get up in there. I'll kiss you all up in the crack of your big funky ass. me tell y'all about the Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Y'all know about the Lone Ranger? He went out one day on his horse. He decided he was going to go out by himself. So he out there riding, his horse is grazing. He didn't know Geronimo and them was up on the hill looking at him. Geronimo said, oh, he think he's tough. He sent his boys down there to capture Geronimo. They went down there, he catches the Lone Ranger. So they grabbed the Lone Ranger and they took him back to the camp. The Indians started taking his hat off, getting ready to scalp him. Geronimo said, no, Lone Ranger, famous man, we're going to grant him one wish. So Geronimo went to him and said, Lone Ranger, before we kill you, what is your final wish? Lone Ranger said, I just want to talk to my heart. He said, talk to your heart. He said, I just want to talk to my heart. All right. So they brought the horse over to him. The Lone Ranger whispered something in his ear. The horse raised up and run out of there. And he said, that's horse. About 20 minutes later, they could hear the horse coming back. Running. They looked up, they seen he had somebody on his back. As they got closer, they seen it was a fair maiden. She had a negligee on. The horse got up in the camp, went over to the Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger said, I told you the posse. I told you the posse. Kill me, you better. I tell you, this first time I ever did this.
Give us the ponytail.
Oh, no. No, I ain't going to see you there. A lot of my friends know some of my jokes. I can tell them I had a song for so long. That was just a man went to court. Don't get a divorce. He went up there before the judge, and the judge asked him, he said, well, sir, why you want to get a divorce? He said, is your woman, and she treat you right? He said, half the time. He said, well, do she take care of the house? He said, some of the time. He said, well, is she a nagger? He said, no, she's a little white woman, 5'4". I guess I'm going to leave this one with you. Okay? I'm going to leave this one with you, and I'm going to go on by my business. But look at that was this man that was down in the gas lamp. He needed him some TT. I'm going to be nice about it. He called it TT. But he only had $10. So the man went to the whole house, I call it. He went up to the counter and he said, ma'am, I sure want to get me some TT. She said, well, how much money you got? He said, I ain't got but $10. She said, $10? $10 ain't going to get you nothing up in here. She said, but I tell you what, you see that door over there? He said, yeah. He said, go knock on that door and see what that lady do for you. So he went and knocked on the door. He opened up the door. She was so pretty. He said, oh, Lord, heaven, I know I ain't going to get no TT from you. I ain't got but $10. She said, that's all you got? She said, you come on up in here. She pulled him on up in there and closed the door. She said, what you gonna do for me tonight? She reached over and took an eyeball out the right side. And told him, if you want some TT, you got to screw me right. He said, I got to do something. He said, well, come on. He grabbed her by the hand and did the thing. He said, woo! Loud. That was all right. He said, I'm not to come back and see you. She said, well, I have an eye out for you.